All right, we are recording. And what do you want to know about Amazon, Shane?
So 60-minute chart. You've got this range from about December 5th from 220 to about 230. So we're at the bottom of this range, looking for my typical breakout ABCD. But I normally would be looking to take this short, but if for some reason there are buyers here where the support is, our main focus, I don't know where I would be forming my ABCD that it's going to be a breakout on the
Mhm.
top side. Just formulating a plan.
Yeah, this is really interesting. At least on this chart, if you look at where these lines are about this 218 area or 219, you can see that this is where the buyers are. They've always been
Yeah.
there constantly. Recently, we've had a breakdown, and now, at least in the pre-market, it's holding below. And so far, we're seeing that this area is turning into resistance just in the pre-market. So the plan I would probably formulate if I'm doing this is wait for it to get into this area again around 218.50 or so. And if it starts giving me rejection patterns, reversals, that's the most likely trade. Again, this is that fractal pattern stuff, the trades I used to take last year. So you have that. The other possibilities, let's say, so that would be plan A. If
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah. I agree with that.
plan B would be a breakout and come back to retest the 219 area, and then you're in your ABCD pattern going up. So this area is very critical and it could easily interact with it today, about
Yeah.
218.50. So let's see what happens. If those buyers truly have stepped away, then this thing is in free fall. These were serious
Yeah.
buyers.
And
Yeah.
Nvidia is the same way,
Is it?
same look.
Let's have a look. Similar, yeah. You've got this area. Well, I think the buyers, the support's a little further down, but yeah, it was here earlier, right? Right. This 135 area. All the support, which has moved out of the way for now. So
And that
interesting.
support line goes further back to October. If you look on a day chart,
Let's see.
it looks a little bit cleaner. Yeah,
Hmm.
all the way back to October. Bam, right there, that support line.
Even
Well,
if,
it looks like resistance that far back, but then right here at October, it looks like it went to support
yep,
at
yep.
130.
Very interesting. Yeah, there's
The
ancient.
only two things I have today.
Okay. Yeah, this level 130 is very critical on NVIDIA. Yeah, absolutely makes sense. It was resistance turned support, very critical level. Could easily be in play today. So yeah, good stuff. Good. All right, market's about to open, guys. 10 seconds or so. So take it easy, wait for your setups. AJ, no, I don't have any bias before the market opens. I don't even look at it. I'm only looking at it now because we're talking about it, having a few questions, but I don't even look at it. After the bell rings, like now I'll start paying attention and start finding levels. So as always, Apple is first, already interacting with yesterday's low or previous day's low. And if it's going further down, what do we have? Oh, look at this. That's interesting. Lots of resistance, then the breakout. This 230 area. Yeah, very interesting. That's a good one. Microsoft, okay, already at the previous day's lows. Can see where the buyers were here. Very obvious stuff. Further down, if we're going, we can see where the buyers were right here. Major wick against support, against support. So this 410 area, very critical. Nvidia, as we were just discussing, 130 makes a lot of sense. So right in this area, you can see the precision on the wick here. Just about aligns there. You have another interesting level right here. You can see the wick down here on the 29th of November, as well as right there in this area. So again, very good levels here. So what's next? AMD. AMD already playing with those previous levels from last week. I'll just put one more at previous day's low, and that'll be that. We have Tesla. Previous day's low, pretty obvious. What are these levels? You have 2 days ago low, 3 days ago low, and you have this high. It's interesting from a week ago. What else is there in this area? Nothing. All right, that's it. That's Tesla. Amazon free fall, huh? So previous day's low again. These previous lows are all in play. And that's it. Don't need much else. Meta, the levels are all there. Nothing to work with. Nothing that needs any changing. And Google. Google also going down. So again, we have previous day's low. Right about there somewhere. We have an interesting low in this area. Well, look at that. So the close on these days aligns nicely with support on these days. So that's a good level, 188.34. All right, that's all I've got. So those levels are in and things are on the move. Apple firmly crashing through 233. That looks good. It's short for all you scalpers. Microsoft as well, bouncing nicely off of that 415 area. Again, the level right there. AMD's tricky. What do we have? Nvidia. Oh, Tesla. Tesla's fun. Who's into Tesla? A lot of people already made a lot of money scalping this ORB stuff. And Meta. Oof. You know what? I should start scalping Meta these days. It's just so heavy. But you can see Meta, it's moved what, $6 already. But I'm telling you, this is the small move. I'm used to watching Meta move $15, $20 a day and trying to catch these. I mean, look at this from here, about 600 to 630-ish. This was huge. So this candle happening right now is just it's the small stuff. So let it go. All right. So AMD is interesting, huh? Look at that. Pushing up through the levels and rejecting everything. My God, the sellers will not let this go. This is it's going to 100 today. Let's see. Oh, look at this, guys. Again, lots of pretty good movement today. Amazon firmly rejecting those levels we were just talking about. I mean, very precise. There comes that short. I mean, I do it on a 5 minute chart, but it's already there. Anyone get into anything yet? Again, lots of scalping opportunities, lots of good ones outside of AMD. I think it's all pretty good. Even Google. Look at this. Man, these levels are really something. Nice rejection and bouncing right off where you'd expect it to bounce. So good scalp for a couple of bucks. Here we go. The first 5 minute candle's about to close. There it is. And that's only the first candle. There's many, many more to come. Shane, you've got order book on NVIDIA. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. So NVIDIA goes through 130. That's it, man. It's got plenty to fill to liquidate further down. Interesting. Very interesting.
Amazon looking a little more balanced on the book.
Hmm. All right. There's that scalp setup that I like to do on Google, the twin bottoms up, and it just broke right through it. So no, if you took it, you'd stop out right now. What do you call those tweezer bottoms? Good scalp opportunity. But again, I don't trade that. It's there for you guys. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. AMD put in that massive long tail reverse hammer. The setup I like, but it happened after a big giant candle, so I'm not going to take it short on the new low. Normally I would. Also on this hammer, there's still a wick on the downside, so there's still buyers right there. And so there's enough uncertainty in this that I will not put money at risk on it. So gotta let it sit and wait. Live on YouTube? Yes, we are. Oh, Microsoft, man, who caught that? It's just me having FOMO now on Microsoft. I mean, this thing just very nice setup for all the scalping. Oh, Meta as well. Man, so much money to be made today. Meta 600 hit the level. Yeah. Now let's see what happens. And Tesla. 5 minute ORB happening now. Oops, folks. Want to be a little careful with Tesla though. It's got that level there, 387-ish. You can see making highs off the new five of the first 5 minute candle, but struggling right at that level. So you really are planning, if you're going long, you're planning a breakout of that level, not so much the breakout of the candle. Tesla. Where's Tesla? Good stuff. Fun market. I think that AMD short is on for, again, for scalpers, not for me. But though, basically, this is a good 5 minute RB going down. As long as 115 holds as resistance, which so far looks good. And it looks like a good one. Amazon as well, same thing. Google's putting in a big move, much bigger than usual. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so let's find further levels. We got where it is right now. There's a wick there, as well as it's right in the area of a previous level. We also got this big low down here. You can see 2 days finding support at 185. So Google, very interesting. Hopefully that sets up later. Anyone get anything? There's lots of opportunities. Again, for all the scalping stuff, lots of good opportunities. PC, you want to know about the meta reversal? Let's have a look. Meta. Oh, yes, it put in that hammer right about at the levels that we like, right? But again, this hammer, I wouldn't go long off it because it's happened right after a giant candle going down. It may still go long, no big deal, but I won't trust it. Not in this context. Not after a big giant candle. Ideally, it comes in for a big double bottom. So that'll be another 20, 30 minutes to set up. And then I would take it long. But not there yet. There you go. That would have been the entry a few seconds ago, the new high. Microsoft, the same thing, just the other direction. You see, you can't take it. Couple of reasons not to take a short here. One is, again, it happened in this reverse hammer happened right after a giant candle. And the other thing is it's not at a level. My level's up here. So I wouldn't trust it. I can't put money at risk on it. Again, it may well go, but it's not there. It's the setup's not there. There is good room to the left. I mean, we know this area. Very good. But can't trust it. Not yet. And it's not worth taking half-baked setup because the market just provides, it's such a gold mine. There's setups all day long. You don't have to take anything less than a really good setup. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Sit and wait. Apple. Shane, you're into Apple? Let's see. Yeah, smacked into the level. Now let's see what happens. Maybe a reverse ABCD, a consolidation, then a breakdown through 230. Maybe a
Yeah, I was
reverse.
looking for a little more aggressive pullback. I haven't entered yet.
Hmm. If you're looking for the ABCD, wait to identify the C. You gotta have a good criteria for identifying it if you want to enter on C. Otherwise, then the other entries are breakouts, entering at the breakout or at the retest after the breakout. So again, multiple different ways to do it. So, good stuff. Look at this. I'll show this to you guys too. Again, NVIDIA as well, putting in that long tail hammer kind of pattern that we like, but it's just in chop. There is no room to the left. It's been messing around here. There's no way I'm going to take a trade off of this area. Once it exits this area, gets to a level, when it again gets to a place where there's room to the left, that's when I'll get interested. And that too, if it provides a pattern. So NVIDIA basically off my scanner for the next 15, 20 minutes. Oh, here's something I've been working on over the weekend. I'll put it in a question for you guys. Tell me what's better than a double bottom? Very open-ended question, but I'll give you a hint. It's about setup and strategy. What is better than a double bottom or double top? Same thing. Let's see, guys. Let's see your guesses.
Triple?
Oh, there you go. Wow, I didn't expect anyone to answer that right away. Yes. What's better than a double bottom is a triple bottom. Fantastic. Oh, yes, I spent the weekend, spent a lot of time this weekend looking at screenshots and trying to figure out these reversals and because there's a lot of times I don't catch them. I'm trying to figure out what am I missing or is there something here or am I just is it just the market's behaving this way recently? But looking at many screenshots of price action in the last quarter or so, last few months, the triple bottom setup is actually incredibly powerful. But again, it's just an expansion of the double bottom. You want the bottoms to keep getting higher and higher. And so I've got an eye for that today. Let's see if it shows itself. It is trickier, I think. Again, I'm not so familiar with it. It's just something I'm thinking about trying to figure out. So let's see. There's a lot of
There's a
that.
good liquidity after the double bottom. That's why triple bottom works better.
Yeah.
Underneath the double bottom, there's a good liquidity there. That's where the third bottom goes in to sweep the liquidity from the two bottoms up.
Nice. And what I like to see, if you're looking at the liquidity stuff, I like to see that the buyers are stepping it up, as in the bids are getting higher and higher, and reverse first.
Indeed, yes.
And then that's what, yeah, creates that very nice pattern. And my gosh, last week on Friday there were so many triple bottoms all over the place. I couldn't trade them. I didn't have a trade book for that, so I had to wait for reversals, and I got a couple of good ones later. But let's see how this works. It's gonna be fun. Joseph, if you want to know about the move to the left, it's not move to the left, it's room to the left. So very simply, let me see if there's a good example here. Apple actually is a good example. Apple's come down here to this 230.50 area. And if you look, when was the last time it was in this area? I mean, it's just off the chart. You got to like scroll back. I mean, there's so much room to the left. The point is it hasn't been here in a long time, which tells you that it doesn't like to be here, which tells you that if it provides a setup in this area at this level, it's likely to go away from this area, either down or up, either way. But ideally, that you want room to the left, which tells you that it doesn't like to be there, quite simply. That's basically it. Now, if you look at the other example, look at Nvidia right now. There's no room to the left. It's been here since the market opened. It even played in this area just before the market opened. There is no room to the left here. Nothing to work with. So that's what I mean by room to the left. If you look at how this comes together. Look at Meta. It came down here, put in this big hammer right where there is plenty of room to the left. So you can expect it's not going to sit here very long. So if it provides a setup, you can take it. For me, there's no setup here just because it came down with a big giant candle. That's what I'm talking about with the room to the left.
So by room, you mean empty space on the left, or there should be consolidation?
Yeah, empty space. Should
Empty
be
space.
empty. Yeah. AMD, same disaster. No room to the left, even though it put in that big reversal.
Heavy.
Yeah.
So you're
Right.
saying double bottom or triple bottom on the 5 minutes, right? On the
Yes.
5 minutes, right? So there won't be nothing until 30 minutes of market open, at
Yeah.
least 20 minutes, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've noticed them afternoon, like 1 p.m. or something. So these things will take a long time to set up, a very long time.
Okay. Nothing. There's like nothing you can read, like, trade in the first half an hour or 1 hour. You have to keep watching the charts and then keep
Basically,
looking.
yeah. For my strategies, it's rare that I get a trade in the first 30 minutes. Very rare. But, they happen. Like Microsoft could do something now. Let's take a look. If Microsoft did this consolidation, doing a breakout now, comes back for a retest, that'll take maybe two more 5-minute candles to form or three more. Then, okay, I could take that. But yeah, my strategies take a bit of time to set up. You can hear my daughter yelling from the other room. She's all excited. She just got these shoes with lights on them and they got these wheels on the bottom. All excited. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't see any setups right now for me. Absolutely nothing. But doesn't mean there aren't opportunities. There have been plenty of good opportunities already for scalping, and now the market looks like it's taking a breather. Tesla. Let's see. See, this is a decent setup for a breakout where Tesla got to the level and it keeps hitting itself on this level. And so that's an indication that it's likely to break that level compared to the opposite, an indication for it to reverse. It's not likely to reverse, not with this price action. The more likely thing is a breakout, or it just sits there. Don't know, but the breakout's more likely. So let's see. Same with Apple, pushing downwards. There goes Amazon. Who's in that reversal? You know what? This might be a double bottom, but I haven't really done this very much. The first bottom's in the pre-market, the second one's here, but it's in the same place. So, but this is a decent double bottom setup. The entry would be right now at the top of this, at the new high, this candle right here. It's not a great setup. I'm not going to take it. There we go.
I can't find the entry on Apple Short.
Mm. Yeah, that's it. I find the easiest entries are just retests of the breakouts. That's why I trade them. All this other stuff, entering during the consolidation, during the ABCD, during the breakout, all that stuff, I find it to be higher risk as in lower win rate. So I stopped doing all that just for that reason. Sully, what are you talking about? Why not at Levy? I'm sorry, I don't get your question here, Sully.
I think I meant to say level.
Oh gosh, yes. Thanks. Wow, my brain is half asleep still. Why not what at a level? What do you want to know about a level? Breakout at levels. Okay, yeah. So breakouts. Um, when I used to trade breakouts, I used to only go off of levels. So let the price get there, let it consolidate, then ideally it breaks out and you can catch that. But again, breakouts are tricky. So I'll give you an example. Right here, Microsoft hit the level, looks like a breakout, right? But it could easily, even now, just go right back in and end up being a false breakout. That's why I don't like trading breakouts because you end up with a lot of false breakouts. And so I'm trying to avoid that whole false breakout situation, which means wait for the breakout to be confirmed, as in let it run, then let it come back and retest the breakout level. And that's the retest is where I like to enter. So that's my thinking on it. Don't get me wrong, I like breakouts just because they're fast and aggressive. You get it in your favor quickly, or you stop out quickly. So there's that. But a lot of stops with false breakouts. There we go. Shane gave us the Wyckoff structure. There you go. That's it. It's right there. and that's from the course as well. I go right into the details here. It's a good structure. I think this is something that should be imprinted in everyone's brains. And so you get a good perspective on how things work, at least price patterns, which are the most important things.
That's why I'm moving away from breakouts and trying to do these ABCDs, get the bigger move instead of that initial dollar 50 move.
Mhm. Yep. Sounds like a good choice, man. I did the same. Yeah, good stuff.
It was killing me.
Mhm. That's it. That's good. You take your hits, but you survive and then you evolve. And that's kind of the process you're in. So good stuff.
Yeah, it was turned into like take some off at 1.5 hour, and then you see it coming back to break even or whatever, and then you're watching the ABCD and you're like, why don't I just do this trade?
There you go. It's not too
Because
difficult.
I
Yeah.
depleted capital for the ORB that I know this is what's going to happen.
There you go, man.
But
That's makes sense. Go and do more of what works and less of what doesn't. That's 80/20 right there. Yeah. And it doesn't take too much. It's just people get excited with the fast moves, so everyone goes after breakouts. And once you hurt yourself a few times doing that, and you'll realize there's easier ways to make money. Like look, it's Tesla right now. It's already broken out on a couple of candles, but all of them so far false breakouts. You'd be struggling with this breakout trade. There's no way I would touch this. A lot of breakouts end up this way. So I want to be careful. Nvidia doing it right now. Let's see. Let's see how this one goes. Looks like a lot of
yeah,
buyers came in. Look at Nvidia
I'd like to
breakout.
see it pop out. Yeah, pop out 132 to 133, come back and retest, and that's that Wyckoff.
Exactly. That's it. I will take that trade if it happens. You can see right now, a lot of people who caught the breakout would be struggling, probably stopping out or getting chopped up or whatever. It's happening right now on Nvidia and Tesla. And then watch, it'll chop up a lot of amateur traders and then it goes. See this all the time, especially in boot camp. See it everywhere. Boom. Okay, Tesla looks like it's doing the breakout properly, but not without that hesitation, which would have stopped people out. Okay, everything's on the way up now. Oh, here's that example again, guys. Look at that Microsoft a minute ago. We were saying you're trying to catch the breakout, but didn't go anywhere, and now it's a false breakout. Big mess. Something to try and be aware of.
Jeez, look at Amazon.
Yeah, I was watching it. There it is. This thing's just aggressive. Just telling you guys, I want to take that double bottom. The setup was there, not really there. But there you go. So now what's fun, the next opportunity on Amazon, I think, is again to break out, come back and retest the area. And then we could be in business.
220 scary, a lot of sellers.
Bitcoin, gosh. I don't know what you guys are doing with the crypto market, man. I exited
Oh,
that.
Amazon 220. Sorry.
Amazon, yes. There it goes.
Apple put in a nice little double bottom.
What chart
It's
are
not
you
on
looking?
my trade book, but
What time frame are you looking at, Omar, for Apple?
the 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. That would make sense. Yeah, the 5 minute on Apple is just chop. See that? This is more a setup for a breakout rather than most other things. Actually, not even that for now, just chop. So, all right, Amazon, let's see if we can work with something here. It's on the way up. Are there any levels where it is now? I certainly don't see much. Maybe the low of this day, maybe. I don't know. It's not really a big deal. No, let's see. So still no trade for me. We're coming into the first 30 minutes. Oh, wait and see. AMD is the worst price action ever. Just don't play with it. Look at that. See that? You don't trust this reverse hammer. and take a short here. You're just stuck in this mess. It's been here for a while. Just let it go. Let it be. Here's a good one. Look at this, guys, on Tesla. So it did the breakout, come back to retest the level, almost a precise retest, but I don't trade retests like this. Well, I used to. A lot of people do, but I won't. What I want to see with a good breakout is it goes the distance. It goes a little way, gets a good bit of momentum, then comes back later. So basically, there's a bit of a gap between the breakout and the retest. That's what I like to see. I don't want to see the retest the very next candle after the breakout. This could easily just end up being more chop. So that's a very precise thing I'm looking for when I'm trading retests. There's what we've seen in the last 5 minutes or so, or 10 minutes is lots of buying generally, but no follow through. And these buyers are not able to take over the market. It's just the feel I'm getting from it right now. And if you like ABCDs and such things, Google is doing a good one. Look at that. Coming down, pulling up, putting these tweezer tops in here for now. So that could possibly be the C before it goes down. Pattern's not complete, but it's getting there. Something to keep an eye on.
Avi and the videos looking to maybe want to set up here.
Yeah, let's see. So we still got a minute or so, more than a minute in this candle to close. But look at this. Even if this candle closes as a big reverse hammer, I still won't take it short. Do you know why? Anyone, any guesses why?
Because it's going to test the breakout area.
Well, there's that.
Oh, we got the long candle there.
Long candle on left.
Exactly. This huge candle. I'm not gonna go short after this, no matter what. So yeah, I won't trust it. It's more likely to push and give us a good retest. But right now it's already kind of just stuck in this area, so I'm not gonna touch it. So yeah, I don't see anything shaping up on Nvidia, at least for, I don't know, maybe another 30 minutes from now. So let's see.
Yeah, they added some orders to the top side, but it's still just not as full as that previous picture I sent to the downside. So the market makers must have somewhere they need to be up here.
If they have massive orders to the downside, I like to think that the market makers need inventory before going into into those orders. So they got to pull up, go up, and take inventory, stop people out basically, and then rip through those orders on the downside for the rest of the day. But they need inventory, and they'll keep going higher and higher until they get what they need. At least that's the way I think of market makers and liquidity. So when I see orders like that, like on the order book where it's all stacked on one side, I won't just go in that direction, not until I get a seriously good pattern. And I'm very aware that market makers cannot just go into big liquidity. They need liquidity to go to liquidity. So it's very typical. We'll see a big order sitting there all day and it's going the opposite direction for the first 2 hours of the day or whatever it may be. And then you get those big reversals. And it's going short for the day or something. All right, we're having some fun here on Microsoft and Meta. I might take Meta short. Oh man, here we go. Yeah, this is a good retest, breakout, retest. Pushing down, I might do this. Microsoft actually is better. Same thing. Pushed up, new sellers.
Yep, there's those Amazon sellers.
Yes.
They didn't even get to 220.
They're all here. Everyone's here to play today. Gosh, I can't decide what the hell I'm supposed to do here. All right, short Microsoft and Meta. I'm gonna get into Meta as well. The pattern is good. What's the price here? Oh my God, this thing is so expensive. 605 contracts, 607 even. Wow. There we go. All right, so I'm short, two short positions at the moment. Microsoft and Meta. And I better put stops in these things, otherwise it's not smart, is it? 1150 or so here. I should put more size on with Microsoft. It's not, yeah, that's not enough size. What the hell? It's okay for now. I'll find a way to add into this later. We have 430. Okay, so two shorts. Let's see what happens. Those setups happen pretty quickly. I didn't even anticipate them. Wow. All right, let's see. AMD finally getting out of that messy zone. Look at that. It was there. That pushes up. We have Amazon as well. What is Amazon doing? Yeah, tricky up in these levels. Very tricky. Look at Apple, guys. Apple, like I was telling you when it was just consolidating here, the likely thing is a breakout or it just sits there. So far, it's doing a breakout. So if it comes back to retest this 230 area later, if it's a good breakout, then I'll get into it. NVIDIA as well. Again, it's tempting to take it short, right? But it's not there. It's really not there. It could easily chop you up. Microsoft is not behaving nicely. I'm in these two shorts for now. And the more I'm looking at it, the more I want to reverse them, especially Meta. Oops. Here's an interesting point. Go long and short at the same time. Calls and hot mic there. Hot mic. Okay, I gotta pay attention here. Meta. I might go the other way. Gotta actively manage these trades because they set up and now they go the other way. What the hell? Tesla as well, guys. Making a good move up. For now, I'm gonna pay attention here to Meta. Really gotta figure out what I want to do with this. It's tricky. It's very tricky. There's indications on both sides. And Microsoft as well. What a shame. They set up so beautifully, both of them. Good setups. I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm thinking about going long on Nvidia, oddly enough. That's a tough one. All right, Microsoft. I might get out of Microsoft quickly here. It's misbehaving with me. It's very close to my stop anyway right now. Yeah, let's get out of this one. All right, out of Microsoft. Oh, wait a second. I'm seeing all kinds of strange stuff in the market today, at least for now. Apple might be the long here, not anything else. 230 calls. Wow. Apple. All right. This is where the fun is. I'll put on some size on this one. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it takes a couple of trades to get the brain working properly. All right. So I'm taking the long here on Apple. Idea is to trail the price as it goes. Okay, so let Apple go. Meta is very bad. All right. I'm out of Meta and I might reverse it. See that you get so many setups all just come at the same time, you know? It's not always nice like that, but it's okay. All right, let's do another 60 here. Okay, so long Meta and long Apple. Gosh, I should have gone long on Microsoft as well, huh? Anyways, gosh, we're in these. Where is the stop out here? 12.
You can get out of 232 on Apple. You got clear skies from 233 to
Well,
236,
yep.
237.
I like the buyers that came in at 230 on Apple. It's a very good setup. Well, yeah, really good the way I like it. So let's see. Hopefully they hold through 233 and up. 233 is a big level on Apple. So let's see what it does if
Top
it,
of that range.
yeah. What am I doing here? 12. Okay. All right. Let's not overmanage these trades. Let them run. Gosh, getting bit by bugs here. Um, Tesla. Look at that. Moving along nicely. So Tesla at a big level. We have, yeah, interesting level there, Tesla. That has a bit of a something I'm always attracted to. Just like the way it moves. When it moves big, really big. I like Microsoft as well for the long, but you know, look at this. It's double bottom, right? Bottom here, second one's higher, bit of a space in between, but not really great. I want to see more space in between. You know, ideally two or three candles. It's a good setup. It's not perfect, but it's good. So let's see what happens here. Amazon's getting interesting too. What is all this? It's putting in that long tail hammer. This is interesting. There is no room to the left, but it had room to the left just recently when it got here. It doesn't want to be here. Ooh, could this be that big top on Amazon? This candle's about to close. I might take short here on Amazon. Let's see how this candle closes. 220 puts. All right. Oh, I like it. That looks pretty good. Just gotta be careful with size. Be strange going long Apple and short Amazon. Just so confusing. So I'm waiting for a new low here on Amazon. A good convincing push down. There it is. Let's get into this. There we go. Okay, good size on that. 3.6. There we go. Okay. Wow. So I've got three trades on long on Apple, long on Meta, and short on Amazon. Meta is turning into a dud. If this stops me out, I won't touch it for a while because it's getting very choppy. It's throwing wicks on both sides. It's not something I like to see. You know, it looked short, then it looks long, and now it's getting stuck. So if I survive the consolidation and it goes great. If I don't, then wait for it to clean up before touching it again. Microsoft's the same thing. Gosh, I got into two right away. They're all choppy. Look at this, wicks on both sides. So cannot trust it. Very difficult to trust it. I think Meta will be a done deal now. Where is it? It's made a new low. Oof, this is hard to watch.
Feeling more like a setup today, and tomorrow might be the move.
Yeah, could be, could be. All right, now Meta is very dangerous. I'm gonna quit this. It's made a new 5-minute low. It's that trailing stop. I gotta cut the risk in this one. So that's it. I'm out of meta. So right now it's just long Apple and short. Where am I? Short Amazon. There we go. And if these work, that's all we'll do for the day.
Keep an eye on Tesla.
Yeah. Again, I was just looking at it. I like it at the level. Again, putting in that reverse hammer and all that, but it's happening right after a big push, a big white candle. But ideally, again, let's see if this really comes back and makes a nice double top in this area. Then we can really just rip this thing downwards. Oh man, AMD as well. AMD, no, can't take it. It's not there. I was so tempted there for a moment, this big reverse ABCD pattern. I mean, I think it's a good setup. It's just not ideal for what I like, but it's good. Um, so here's some price action you really want to be careful with. So as I was telling you guys here on Meta, you can see wicks on both sides. Look at Microsoft. Same thing, wicks on both sides. Look at Nvidia right now. Wicks on both sides. You don't want to play with it when it's in this area. If you get into it and you find that it's starting to behave like this, cut your risk down. That's what I just did on both these trades. On I think all the three stop outs. Really want to be careful. This will eat.
And check out Google.
Yeah, I'm looking at Google, but you see, here's the thing. Screen here. Google keeps pushing up, and then suddenly, finally, the sellers are in the market. And these wicks, they're interesting, but you don't want to see too many of them because you know what these wicks are telling you is it's coming down, then going up, coming down, then going up. So far, the buyers are in charge, but we know it keeps coming down before going up. You know, it's not just a clean candle like that, directional. So it's not really directional. And you know, at some point, the sellers will come in, and it looks like it was 190 when they came in. In this area now, I don't want to be a part of this. I just don't want to touch it. Just leave it alone. And I'd be very careful with it. Again, it's that price action with wicks on both sides. I don't like a lot of wicks. It makes risk management very difficult. It's tempting right now to go short again on Meta and Microsoft, but nah, they're not in good places. They're not behaving well. So, let's see. Amazon's beginning to do that for me as well now. Come on, it's a third one now. It was going good and then found a wick here, which is in the opposite direction. But let's see. You know what I'm looking for in Microsoft, ideally, is a big move down. It's done this reverse ABCD kind of pattern. I want to really get out of here, come back and retest this 414 area, then the move down through 410 or whatever it is. That would be super. If we can find that somewhere. Tesla's reversals working out, but again, setup just not quite there. Not quite there to take it. There it is. Working, but I can't take it. An AMD, anyone in that reverse ABCD? I was telling you guys earlier, I was tempted here. But it's a decent setup. Let's see. All right, guys, about 15 minutes more. I'll be here, and then I gotta go get ready for YouTube and do all that. All right, Amazon, I gotta trail the price, I gotta tighten the stop, do all that stuff. So set the wick. I really should use the levels here. So where is it? Where is it? There. So the stop that I have on Amazon, the exit is basically just on the other side of this level here. It could easily come back, retest the level, and go again. That would be healthy if it does, really. So the stop is basically on top of this candle, somewhere about there. That's good. That'll work. Apple sitting there. I better tighten that one too. Where is it? So let's start minimizing the risk. So the entry candle, I've just got the stop below the entry candle for now. It may easily come back, retest the level, and go again. But yeah, doesn't need to be anywhere else right now. What else? What else is good? So please be careful with Microsoft. It is the most difficult price action right now. Tempting both sides. But be careful with that. I still got eyes for Meta though. Even though it's not clean. I'm seeing a bottom here, ideally another bottom somewhere coming in. That would be very powerful. Let's see. Google, you know what? I think I might be seeing something here. Let's go through this. It's got a top there and a top that's lower, just about at the level. You can see that as a double top, printing bearish. Basically break down, rejected the level, retest, pushing down. I mean, I like this. The setup's good. How do you manage risk? If you enter somewhere here, this has already made the new low. The stop has to be above and then trail it. Start with a tighter stop, maybe. This is very tempting. Again, that price action on Google is really tricky. Wicks on both sides is just so difficult to trade. JCA, I took Meta long and short. I think. I went short first. Can't remember now. It was a few minutes ago. But yeah, there were two trades on that. Both of them stopped out. I'm really trying to make sense of this. I can't make sense of it right now.
Nvidia is looking good for a long. I just have zero conviction of how far it'll go.
Fair enough. Nvidia's tough right now because it's got a lot of bearish wicks on it, even though it's finding support. You want to be careful with it. We know there's sellers in this area. You can see it as a breakout, retest. It's all there. But again, this kind of price action, this is really tough. It's really hard to manage your emotions and your trades when you're in this sort of thing. We're gonna take Google short here. It's cleaning up nicely. I'm very tempted for this Google short. Let's see if it makes any sense. Got 190 put contracts. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, that's a good move already. Still haven't entered on Google. Still watching it. Still want to enter. Amazon's being a dud. Hasn't hit the stop yet. Let's see. Oh, and Apple. Oh, I'm gonna have to tighten up Apple too in a moment. Whoa. And go long Meta. This is that triple bottom setup. Man, it's tough. I'm finding it really hard today. What's wrong with me? I'm just really finding this hard. It's Microsoft and Meta. Both of them again look good for longs. Microsoft's very difficult. Meta probably better. I've seen this setup 1,000 times. So no Google. Let's work with Meta. I've seen this so many times. It's kind of silly if I don't take it. Whoa. Might go with 600 calls. All right, let's do this. Okay, I've taken a long on Meta, and okay, 50 contracts for now. And we got exit there. All right. Oh crap, I gotta look at Amazon. It hasn't hit my stop yet, but it's very close. This is what I was trying to survive. Pushing back up to retest that level before going down. If it goes up above the level, that's my exit. For now, surviving it. Yeah, Apple's not moving at the moment. So I got the long, still in it. Have where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. The stop is down there. Yeah, still in it. Sit and wait. Amazon short. Ugh, this is tricky, huh? Anyone into anything? Anything fun? I'm seeing a lot of messy price action. Good setups, but very tough. See Amazon rejecting. That's working. It's doing what I was thinking it might do. Retest the levels so far and survive the pullback. I might have to really take this Google position. It's just tempting all the time. Setup is good. What I'm really waiting for is it to clean up its messy price action, but now it's making these lower highs all the time. You can see that again, a triple top setup again. So still got eyes on it. News at 11, Casey. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that's why we have stops in place, right? The news is not in your favor. There we go. Amazon, boom. Google, boom. Now we're moving. Finally, a little bit of action. Thing is, you have to take your setups when they come. You just have to. You cannot, ignore it. That's one very important piece in my trade book. So we got puts on Google. Meta. Can't believe Meta. It's just eating me alive today. Oh, wait, I don't have buying power. Yikes. I'm all out of buying power. You believe that? Okay. I would have entered Google short right now, but there's no buying power left. So I'm in few open positions. I think Meta is going to be the one again that I have to cut very quickly. Yeah, Meta's just the other way. Okay, no, that's it. Out of Meta. Cannot survive that pullback if it is a pullback. Okay, we have Microsoft looking weak now, starting to look good. Google has my attention. It really does. Don't know though. Yeah, let's do this. Google makes sense more than most things. I want to put on, oh, I only got 200 contracts. That's the thing about multiple positions. You run into buying power problems. But all right, so I've got this position on Google for now. Apple might be the one to cut. Yeah. Wow, look, it almost hit my stop. Almost. Oh man, one of those days. Hey, look at this, guys. Now I want to go short on Meta. Can you believe it? It's like chopping up on all this stuff. But look at this nice reverse ABCD pattern, retested the level very nicely. I mean, I attempted that short once. I attempted the long as well, twice, I think. Very tempting, right? But it's not really there. It's very hard. Apple was promising for a while. For now, let's see. Just be putting in a double bottom. Don't know. There it is. Apple, Apple, Apple.
I really wanted Apple to enter that 231 to 232 range. It just hovered at the bottom. I really wanted it to do that false liquidation candle.
I'm with you, man. That would have been good.
That's what I was waiting on, and I don't think it's going to do it.
No, it's done. I'm out of it. It is not setting up at all for anything. It's more than anything else. It's just getting stuck in this area. So I'm not in Apple. I closed that. I'm in short Google, long Amazon. For now, that's all there is. Ooh, that was hectic. Probably take a break from trading for a few minutes. Yeah, Apple will be good if big buyers come in at this 230 area, and then they gotta have enough in it to push it and go. Damn, look at that.
Minute range,
Yeah.
15 and almost hour-long range, 3 more minutes.
Hmm. It is a big range. It is, and it sucks. Let's see. We got again. I'm looking at Meta for a short. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Gotta take it easy a little bit. Nvidia is pushing downwards off of the level. If you guys got a setup, I didn't see anything, but it's doing it. Amazon is, yeah, moving as I was hoping, pushing down. Meta's just confusing me. Actually, the risk management is quite easy on this one. It's not too far out. I know there's buyers at 600. This could turn into a double bottom, and there's indications over here for a double bottom with these wicks. So it's very hard to take it short. All right, let's see if I can do this adding thing with Amazon. Add to your winners, right? Where did I enter? Survive that pullback. Now it's going. It's barely okay. I just tightened the stop a little. I can't really add yet. I've got, yeah, short on Google as well. Yep, there it is. Oh, I didn't put a stop in on Google. Man, it's not smart. So Google stop is there for now, just on the other side of the most recent pullback. All right, in a couple of positions. Let them sit. All right, guys, I'll be out of here in a couple of minutes. Anything you want to discuss? Any questions? Dan, you like the recordings? Same day. Sure, I'll try and do it today. You let me date one of your granddaughters. Those are their pictures. Sending me pictures of women. Oh yeah, now you're tempting me. Oh man.
Granddaughters in jumpsuits? What the hell?
It is 2025, man. New things. New world order and all that stuff. Fine. All right, guys, I'll be out of here. I'll be on YouTube in about 30 minutes. So come say hi over there. I'll be there for an hour and we'll have some fun with this. So, yeah, take it easy, guys, and I'll talk to you all soon.
See you tomorrow.
Yes.
See you tomorrow, Avi.
Yeah, take care.
Thanks, Abby. Appreciate it.
See you. Thank you, Avi.
Thank you very much, Avi.
Pleasure. Take it easy, guys. Talk to you soon.